How about Nancy Pelosi? I'm getting email and text after text after email. Hey, Mike, let you know my wife and I live in Washington State. We received our stimulus check in the account yesterday. The timing was incredibly fast and prompt. It was right on schedule, the way Trump promised it. We know other people in Washington State who received their money too as well. Trump was right all along. But how about trying to change the number and get more money into the hands of small businesses who desperately need loans to stay afloat? And somehow it wasn't enough for Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to block that effort by Mitch McConnell and the Republicans on Capitol Hill. All they want to do is change a number. They just wanted to add billions to the number that was already in the bill. It was a clean bill. And they blocked it. And they're happy about it. You doubt that? Cut number 5. Now, again, I always take you back to CNN, the New York Times, dutifully reporting what really did happen, because this really did happen in America. Democrats blocked the effort to get more stimulus money by way of loans, forgivable loans to small businesses. All they wanted to do was raise the amount because the well is going to run dry. Mnuchin is saying there's not enough money in the account. It's going dry. We're sending out billions to try to help keep companies afloat that are desperate right now. I mean, here I am. This is kind of amusing. Here I am trying to lose weight while I'm in isolation and sort of locked down, semi-locked down, and I just try to patronize every local restaurant in my town that I can. I'm going up and down looking for these businesses. These are restaurants that have sit-down service, and you can't sit down, so they're trying to serve the food and doing a pretty good job in many cases, curbside, takeout, delivery. They're having delivery drivers. Every delivery guy or gal that comes to my door with food, I give him 20 or 50. I gave a guy last night a $50 tip, trying so hard to help these struggling restaurant workers. We should all be doing that. And can you imagine getting a loan to keep people on the payroll for another couple of months? What that does, what a godsend that is. And not only do the Democrats led by Pelosi block it, they're bragging about it. Honest to goodness, I can't get into the heads of these people. Here's cut number 5. Here's the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, just bragging at the way they stopped small business owners from obtaining desperately needed loans and stimulus money. Cut 5 from MSNBC and Grabian.
So last week when they came they asked for $250 billion in 48 hours. I said, well, I don't think so. Let's see how we can open this up to many more people. So Chuck Schumer and I, and this all happened on the Senate side, and I congratulate the Senate Democrats. They went to the floor when Mitch McConnell went in for his $250, and they said they objected.
I mean, congratulating him. There's the House leader congratulating the Senate leader for blocking desperately needed aid to small businesses. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. You could be the most dogmatic liberal Democrat in the world. If you've got a mom and pop business and you haven't gotten any assistance yet, and you hear that, honestly, you got to tell me what that means to you. I'm a talk show host. There are moments when I can't find the words to convey my how flummoxed I am by that. Again, all it was adding a number. They already had the verbiage in place. It was already done. The first round went out. Mnuchin, the Treasury Department, saying, listen, the well is going to go dry. We got to get more money into that account so that we can keep helping small businesses. And Chuck Schumer defiantly, proudly blocked it. Nancy Pelosi just confirmed she congratulated him. I'm not even stunned. I'm saddened. I'm too sad about that to get angry. Again, going up and down in my town, businesses, hand-painted signs. We're delivering, come, we've got food. going out, and these great people with their masks and their gloves and their sanitizers, they have little tents popped up outside their businesses desperately. These are sit-down restaurants, but they're bringing the food out. They're helping people. They're feeding people. And incidentally, they're coming in contact with the general public. They don't know, but they're trying to hang on to their precious business. Every day this goes by, it's like grapes withering on a vine. These companies are dying. They cannot stay closed much longer. 26,000 deaths in America is terrible as a result of a pandemic. 609,000 cases in America, confirmed cases. It's awful. But people's businesses going belly up and dying is awful too. And honest to goodness, in fact, Lance, let's clear the lines. You got to tell me, if you're a Democrat, let's say I don't care. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm going to be like Cuomo. And I give Cuomo a lot of credit for what he said yesterday, extending his right hand of partnership to the President of the United States. I don't agree with Andrew Cuomo on just about anything, but I sure do thank him for his bipartisanship and stopping the bickering between, the governors and the president. There's been a lot of nonsense, a lot of rhetoric, a lot of we don't need that right now. Americans need help. This is nobody's fault here in the United States. But I have got to ask you, if you're a liberal Democrat, maybe you don't agree with me, you don't like my point of view, that's okay. I want you to call me as a Democrat and tell me what you think of your fellow Democrats, your Democrat leadership in Washington bragging about stopping additional funding to businesses that needed it. That's all. 1-800-655-MIKE. We're in the ReliefFactor.com studios. I'm extending my right hand of partnership, friendship to you. I want you to call this radio show as a Democrat and tell me what you think of your political party's leaders bragging about withholding additional funds from small business owners in America. I just got to hear your take on it, please. 800-655-MIKE. Press 1 to come on air with us. Press 2 to leave a voicemail message. And let's see what you think. You can text me if you don't want to come on air, but I really got to hear, and you know my spirit through this whole pandemic. I've tried, and I continue to try. I pray every time before I come in front of this microphone, God, give me the wisdom and the strength and the decency to not make political hay out of all of this. I don't want to do that. I hurt for Democrats who are sick and dying and afraid. I hurt for Republicans. I hurt for people who are politically agnostic. We're in this together as Americans. But for the life of me, I can't imagine you sitting back and being happy that your political party's leaders are thrilled and congratulating each other for stopping financial assistance to small businesses that are dying on the vine.